We've had quite a bit of rain come through, at least for most of us, but we will be trying out the much drier air when it comes to this weekend. Right now, you can see over the last few days a lot of variability over this map. For Navarro County here, not much. I said earlier, if you're taking this personally, I don't blame you one bit because it just seems like it's been all around you. Ellis County, a fair bit of rain, at least for parts of our area. Really the biggest winners in our 4-county area were Hill and Johnson counties. 2, 3, 4 inches of rain there. And then as you go west, where you get closer to where that low pressure system was centered, quite a lot of rain out there, and it was really needed, so you can't complain too much. They definitely needed the rain out there. But today I'm hoping maybe Navarro County area, Fairfield, over to Mejia, kind of hoping you have a better chance of getting some rain today. Temperatures 89, 90 degrees for your highs today. Not terrible, but it will be muggy out there, so heat index values right around the mid-90s probably for today. Overnight tonight, 71, 72 for our area. Not dropping much because, again, it's going to be muggy, so that'll kind of keep the temperature swings in check. Allergies, unfortunately, are on the high end for a couple of days. I want to see what happens over the next couple of days when we get this cold front through. That might kind of help to reduce some of that, but unfortunately, today, tomorrow, pretty high on the allergy side of things. So here's the big picture here. You can see two distinct features. One is that low that's still sitting around on the coast here, and then look across the country, across the Midwest into Colorado there, you have this front, and this thing will be headed our direction. This low pressure system, this might send some showers up into the Corsicana, maybe Hillsborough area. I don't really expect much of it, if any of it at all, to get past there. I think that's probably going to be the extent of it, but could be a few showers there. But this cold front will move through tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow evening. I'm going to be watching this closely to see how it might affect the football games, that kind of thing. Right now, as far as storm chances, looks like by the time it gets here, it's not going to have any kind of big dramatic line of storms. Looks like maybe some spotty storms popping up tomorrow afternoon and evening before the front finally moves through overnight. And when it does, it's going to bring some nice, cool, dry air behind it. I say cool air. It's not going to be that much cooler than really we should be. It will be a little bit cooler than normal, but we're not looking at a big fall cold snap. Not yet. So I want to show you the drought conditions, and oh, looks like my looks like my little graphic there decided to take the day off. But these are the drought conditions as we see them right now. This image, of course, as you see in the corner, coming from Radar Omega, one of the great features they have. Abnormally dry across all of our area, and if you look to the west, things have improved. Now, this is effective 2 days ago. So there has been more rain out there since then. So our next map will probably show even more improved, I want to say included, improved conditions off to the west. And then for our particular area, probably staying roughly the same, maybe a little bit better, but off to the west. But really for Navarro County, unfortunately, you haven't seen much improvement. Ellis County saw some. As far as the active burn bans right now, we did see Johnson County rescind their burn ban. No other change that I have seen yet. I really don't think we're going to see much change in Ellis and Navarro counties, just not significant enough rain there. Hill County, possibly. In the next couple of days, we could see them rescind that. I know Johnson County will be reevaluating as they go forward because once we get the dry air in here, not much change. It doesn't look like there's going to be much rain after that. So this is 2 o'clock today, and I want to get on the other side of the map here because really it will be the east and southern part of north central Texas that will be focused on for the rain today. As I mentioned, I'm hoping that maybe Navarro County will have some better luck here. Let me get my remote to keep this rolling. So you see 4 o'clock, I think we'll probably see more of this. I think this model might be kind of iffy, and you can see, yes, one shower over Fort Worth. I don't expect much north of, I would say, Hillsborough and Corsicana here. And as we get into that, and move my big head here, the 6 o'clock time period, I do think we'll see more storms here. And then as we get to 8 o'clock, we'll probably start to see that subside. Definitely by the time the sun is down and we're losing daytime heating, that's when we'll start to lose most of that coverage. So let's look at the forecast here. I've got 20% today, 20% tomorrow. Today will be in the afternoon and evening. Tomorrow will be pretty much the same thing. coming from different directions though. Today it'll be moving in from the southeast off of that low pressure system out in the tropics, which later today I'll post an update on the tropics. There's quite a bit going on out there right now too. But tomorrow, as you're headed to those football games, check the forecast. I will be watching that for you because as this front starts to sag into North Texas, it could send some storms ahead of it. So not really looking at severe weather necessarily, but with any front, you get a lot of lift. There's a lot of moisture in the air. So I'm going to be just watching that. I will be here in the studio as kickoff is going on, watching that closely too. So just bear in mind, if you have Friday night plans, keep an eye on things. We might have a few heavy storms out there. Behind the front though, 87 Saturday and Sunday, and then we're back in the 90-degree range. So this cold front, the main feature of it's going to be the dry air. With dry air comes more efficient heating. But when you don't have the humidity in play, it's actually going to feel like 87, 89, 90 degrees. It's still fairly warm, but keep in mind, 91, 92 is normal for DFW, a couple of degrees above that for Waco, so we're right around normal, if not on the cool side of normal here for this time of year. Hard to argue with that. So I have lows in the mid to upper 60s here. We could see some low 60s in some, I would say, outlying rural areas, especially where the cool air overnight can pull. So in those valleys and those kind of things, don't be surprised if it seems a little bit chillier than that. Some have talked about upper 50s. I think that's going to be north of the Metroplex there. I don't think we quite get that cool, but I want you to focus here on the chances of rain the next couple of days. Today, a few showers, mostly to the southeast. Tomorrow, could be a broken line of showers and thunderstorms moving south ahead of that front, and then a beautiful weekend here in north central Texas. Stay tuned. I will be covering any storms we get today, tomorrow, and then the beautiful weekend weather headed our way.